Now, you see, man, I know traditional political rules of engagement means that you go and you explain to the media what you're doing and you defend yourself from the media. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I'm about sick and tired of them explaining themselves to CNN and MSNBC and all these people. Now, dog, if you out here committing fraud, you go to prison. Don't nobody go explain to the news if they arrest me or you.
You mentioned yesterday, and you mentioned again here, illegal immigrants who are getting child tax credits. Are you looking for that information in the IRS data?
Anytime a crime is committed, of course there should be an investigation. Is it your position that if somebody who is
Stephen,
here
are you looking
criminally
for that
is stealing
information in the
taxpayer
IRS
dollars,
data?
the federal government will find every illegal alien who is stealing American taxpayer dollars. And that is what Americans expect to happen. I don't even fathom the premise of your question.
It's a simple question. Will you find that information in the IRS data and share that with law enforcement?
If IRS investigators find illegal aliens stealing taxpayer money, of course they'll be referred to ICE. Of course they'll be referred to Homeland Security investigations. Of course it will be. Surely your position is not that we should let illegal aliens steal taxpayer dollars. Again, you want to talk about something to be upset about, that's it. What do you think? The millions of illegal aliens who've also stolen Social Security. Illegal aliens in mass have fake Social Security numbers. They have fake identities. Those are felonies. Why should there be an entire class in this country that is immunized from criminal prosecution and arrest for committing felonies? Felony theft of taxpayer information, felony theft of Social Security, felony theft of identity. These are all crimes. And yes, they will be investigated. Yes, they will be prosecuted. And yes, illegal aliens will be deported. And you know what happens when those deportations occur?
Just very quickly,
is that Americans will get jobs, Americans will get benefits, Americans will get houses.
Stephen, if they got a credit, a child tax credit, and they will be referred, you're saying, to ICE for that, and you would expect deported for that. Is that the position of the administration?
If it is found that a crime has been committed, they'll be referred. If it justifies a prosecution, they'll be prosecuted. If it justifies a deportation, they will be deported. This will be based on existing IRS protocols and procedures for criminal investigation and fraud.
All right,
the difference is that no one is given immunity anymore. No one is given permission to break the law anymore. Because this is not a country, this is not a sovereign territory. If illegal aliens can freely steal billions, with a B, billions of taxpayer dollars. And I would have to imagine that CNN, which is endlessly talked about the importance of democracy and the rule of law, would say that no class in this country should be above the law, least of all illegal aliens who've trespassed on our territory.
No, Stephen, I'm just asking, I wanted to get your position on some things. We're not taking a position here. We wanted to get some answers to some questions. There are so many questions that need to be answered.
It doesn't sound to me
Miller,
like you are, in fact, indifferent or unbiased on these questions, but thank you.
Stephen Miller, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
And all this explaining to the CNN why they want to defend illegals. No, I'm done with it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it and just go arrest the people, investigate the fraud, expose it, and ignore them. I'm done with it, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm done with it. And I think a lot of people about to get to the point real quick, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, that we about sick and tired of y'all explaining yourself. You're spending so much time explaining yourself. Go do the job. Let them deal with it. Just let them deal with it. Hold on one second. We about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The one and only James Williams, Dark Waters. My shoe is untied. I can feel it coming untied. What they got to do with you? Nothing. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all, so I'm going to tie it while I'm live on TV. You know why? Because I don't care, and I don't want my shoes untied. All right, I'm back. Listen, the UK is cooked, and I agree with this gentleman. The UK is cooked for good. You might as well realize and understand that the UK is no longer the United Kingdom. It's the United Muslim Kingdom. Yeah, that's what it is. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Religion you're allowed to do anywhere.
No, miss, you're not allowed to sing church songs outside of church grounds, by the way.
You're not allowed to sing church songs outside
Outside
of...
of church songs or church
You're not allowed
ground.
to...
That's fine. That's
You're not
fine.
allowed... She just said you're not allowed to sing church songs outside of church.
Our church outside of church grounds, unless you have unless
That's a
you've
load
been
of rubbish.
authorized by the
You're
church to
allowed.
do this kind of song.
Are you saying that you don't care about the Human Rights Act? You're lost? Religion you're...
So that demon? Why don't the demon manifest?
Are you saying that you don't care about the Human Rights Act? You're lost? Religion you're...
Nah, I'm pretty sure we can go to UK and find some Muslims on the street. UK Muslims praying on street. She ain't about to walk up to them and tell them they can't say nothing to Allah. No. She ain't gonna do that. She don't want none of that. She don't want none of that good old fashioned jihad upside her head. No, she don't want none of that jihad upside her head. No, sir. She don't want that. Oops. Well, what's going on right here? What's going on right here? What's this? What's going on right there? This is Dublin. What's going on in Dublin? What's that person doing? What's going on? What's going on right there? That's in the streets. What's going on right there? Wait, what is this? Yeah, that's how it works.
Which is the offence. No, but you are still engaging. Ask you to step away from here and step outside the exclusion zone. But you've said you're engaging in prayer, which is the offence. No, but you are still engaging in prayer. It is an offence. Okay then. So you would rather that you be arrested and taken away than stand outside the exclusion zone. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she should be arrested. She should sue the hell out of you. But she can't pray. But here's a whole hundreds of people in the middle of the streets praying. I kind of feel sorry for what's about to happen to the UK, ladies and gentlemen. But play games and find out. And that's what's about to happen. Oh, happy Ramadan in the UK. That boy right there practiced some good old fashioned tequila right there. Yeah. Y'all gonna find out the hard way. I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole. Let's go into immigration. ICE van torched outside of in Philadelphia. So you mean to tell me people are committing acts of terrorism against ICE equipment? And you think you're gonna get away with that? You think you're gonna get away with that? This is what ladies and gentlemen, you need to see these things, because later on, when people start getting arrested and it's in the news, they're gonna try and spin it and say, "Oh, they arrested the Democrat supporter, the illegal defender." No, you are a terrorist, bro. You're a full-on terrorist. Meanwhile, listen to this.
Estamos aquí en mi trabajo, es una planta de Hyundai que están realizando carros a batería eléctricos, pero hoy
But
día
today we
vino
were
inmigración y
was immigration, and hundreds of
personas,
people left.
se fueron, algunos salieron
Some ran away or jumped
corriendo,
on
saltaron
fences.
cercas.
Here we're waiting to see what this group does. The Americans are trying to protect those who don't have documents, who think they don't have a legal status here, and stopped us at work today just to wait a little bit. See what happens so we can decide whether or not All of them are worried about us. Here, 80-90% of the people are from Venezuelans, and everyone has their own status, but still they're afraid. That's why ICE came to do an investigation. And here are Americans trying to help protect and ask, what's going on with each of us? So, let me ask you a logical question, ladies and gentlemen. If the police pull up on you and you ain't did nothing wrong, is you running? Let's just keep it real. If you got all your documents together, all your paperwork together, and you ain't got no felonies, no nothing, the police pull up, is you running? Hell no, you ain't running. And I'm gonna tell you what the unemployed black men and white men and Native American men and Asian men need to do. We need to find out where they done had these raids, and when they run out, we run in. Yeah. When they run out, we run in. That needs to be the slogan. Immigration. When they run out, jobs. When they run out, we run in. And just have a whole bunch of American men go and get those jobs. Because the simple fact that they can shut down a whole work site because people ran off the work site lets you know that there's a major problem. When they run out, American workers, when they run out, we run in. God bless America. That's what needs to be said. When they run out, we run in. Because it's utterly and totally ridiculous. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. But what I'm looking forward to is seeing Donald said a lot of things about immigration. And I like me some Donald. But in my opinion, Donald hasn't been hard enough. Because if Donald wanted to bring an end to this foolishness, the only thing Donald would say is, hey, I'm going to fine corporations $5,000 a day per employee. That's an illegal alien. And let's take this Honda plant in Rome, Georgia. $5,000 a day. He said hundreds of them ran. Let's just say it's $500,000 a day per day. Oh yeah, they gonna fire all of them. And then I would say, okay, now that you done fired them all, here's what we gonna do. I'm gonna incentivize you to go out into the community, find American men, employ them, and train them. And I'm gonna give you a tax break for doing that. And then America will be fantastically great again. Because all they want is the cheap labor. I make the labor cheap for you. I give you a tax incentive for hiring our people, even though I shouldn't have to give you a tax incentive to hire American people. Really, as a bully, when I put that fine on you, you ain't got no choice. But I don't want to destroy you. I just want you to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody get to talking trash, and I'd be like, the fine just went up to $10,000 per day. And now we sending ICE to your locations to check. And everybody we find, we going to get the records. And it's per day, homie. That's the real solution to this problem. I know we got ICE running around doing stuff, but if you really want to get the solution to the problem, make them unemployable. They're going to leave. Yeah, they running out of here like there's nothing to it. Only reason why and I understand that people want to come here to work and make a living. I understand that. But you got to get your ass in line. They got plenty of dudes that need jobs. Well, DW, they needed those jobs and they didn't take them. The hell they didn't. There's plenty of black dudes I know. Plenty of dudes I know from Chalmette, Louisiana. Chalmations is what we call them. Ain't got no job, want a job. Yeah. So I'm not buying into none of that foolishness at all. You can save that drama for your mama. And that's where I stand on it.
Political, a lot of people talking. IVF has been an issue that has become political. A lot of people talking about it. What's the Trump administration going to do when it comes to IVF if you get elected?
Right. Well, as you know, I was always for IVF right from the beginning. As soon as we heard about it, it's fertilization and it's helping women and men and families, but it's helping women able to have a baby. Some have great difficulty, and A lot of them have been very happy with the results, as you know, and what we're doing, and we're doing this because we just think it's great, and we need great children, beautiful children in our country. We actually need them. And we are going to be, under the Trump administration, we are going to be paying for that treatment. So we are paying for that treatment.
All Americans who want it?
For all Americans that get it, all Americans that need it. So we're going to be paying for that treatment, or we're going to be mandating that the insurance company pay.
Come on, ladies. For the ladies who know what a lady is, come on, ladies, come on. For all the ladies who've been out here struggling to have a baby, for the men who've been struggling to have a baby, a lot of y'all gonna need it. I'm sorry, a lot of y'all gonna need it because you did some things that led to other things. You gotta love this man. You gotta love the man. I'm talking about. He said anybody who need it, either the government's gonna pay for it, or the insurance company's gonna pay for it. So you trying to tell me we saving money? Sending money, we stopping sending money to foreign nations to pay for diversity and equity and inclusion training in Indonesia and in Maui and Afghanistan, and then we working to increase our birth rate in America to have more children in America. I think it's a great thing. Don't you think it's a great thing? Considering the fact that the birth rate had crashed in America ridiculously. I want to know why people weren't having babies, why infertility was on the rise. Why there's a graph that shows a spike in infertility over the past 5 years. Come on, man. And people hating on my dude. FDA food chief Jim Jones. Oh man. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. That's who was over our food. What is that thing? How come when these people who've been buried in the bureaucracy show up, the first response is, what is that thing? You know what I'm saying? How come it's, what is that thing? What is that? Jim Jones, head of FDA's food division, just resigned to protest President Trump's mass firings. I bet that's the reason why. I don't like this whole lie that everybody's doing. Let me tell you what really happened, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody got on the phone. Probably was RFK Jr. RFK Jr. said, Jim Jones, first of all, don't be offering me no damn Kool-Aid. I don't want none of your Kool-Aid, Jim Jones. Second of all, you got two choices. You've been here for all these years. Now, you can go ahead and resign and save some dignity, or you about to be fired in the next 48 hours. And he says, well, I'm going to resign and say the reason why I'm resigning is because I'm in protest. This is what you call saving face. I personally don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to tell you why I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they keep giving these people options to save face so they can say they resigned to protest you. No, it's real simple. Come out. Jim Jones was fired today. The head of the FDA's food division was fired today because we don't like what he's been doing with the food. He's fired. See, these little resignations are a way of kind of shoo-shooing away my victory. I don't like that. I beat you. Yeah. We beat you. We beat you. You want to steal our glory, and it's like taking a mirror and trying to shine the light on you. Ving. The sunlight there, you like, ving, let me shine the sunlight. I resigned in protest. No, you want to take away my victory. No, I'm firing you. But I can understand the Trump administration's perspective. Because every time you fire somebody, the news media run off with it, and then they take it and they run it like, oh, he fired the FDA food division head. And then there'll be somebody who got sick with some food, like at Chipotle, and then they'll try and relay the fact that Chipotle got a whole bunch of bacteria in this food, in this particular case, which they've had in the past, and say the reason why you got sick from eating Chipotle was because this man resigned, because this man was fired. So when he says he resigns, it's a little bit easier. Now you fired. I'm coming out and I would be like, I want to go through all the people that we fired today and I would get my list of paper. Get my notebook like this. And I have a whole notebook. And I'd be long and messy with it. Elon, you got the updated list of the people you fired? And Elon will be up there like this. Yes, Mr. President, I have the list. It's a substantial list of people that I fired, and we need to. All right, Elon, give me the list. Don't stop all that talking. And then I go through my list like that, because it take a long time for you to talk. Elon. I don't know why you like that, but you're genius, but you talk real slow. And then, okay, here it is. Today, I, President James Williams, fired 4,489 people. I fired this person because I don't like his smile. I fired this person because he's a rank devil. I fired this person because he's the head of the FDA's food division, and he don't look like he should be dealing with nobody's food. I'll give you guys an update tomorrow on the rest of the presidential firings from the Negroid White House, and that's what it would be. FDA Food Division Jim Jones resigns. His position is responsible for keeping America's food safe. Yeah, boy. That's, look at that thing right there. Look at that thing. Ladies, let me ask y'all a question, ladies. Let me ask you a question. All my ladies in the dark water and the family. All my ladies in the house say, ow, ow. If you saw him, let's say you was coming into your hotel room late at night. Into the hotel lobby late at night. You at home, you away from home for a convention. It's you and your girls. Bum, bum, bum. Y'all coming into the lobby, y'all went out to dinner, had some drinks, and he just leaning on the wall, smiling at you like that. Like, what you gonna say? He like, what you gonna say? Damn creeper. Yeah, he a damn creeper. Girl, watch out for him, girl. Something wrong with him. It don't take much. I guarantee you, if we could just highlight these people and see their faces, you'll be able to tell what's going on. You'll be able to tell what's happening with them. Let's see how the Huffington Post is spinning this. Damn Huff Post. Oh, they just get a little blurb about it. Let me see something. Make sure y'all can see this. For those you don't know, this is the Huffington Post. 2 hours ago, Ryan Grenoble. Look at Ryan. See what I'm saying? What the hell wrong with these people? What? Look at Ryan. Look at that face. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with all these things? Jim Jones, the head of the department, makes sure food in the U.S. remains safe to eat and adheres to basic standards, resigned on Monday, explaining in a letter to acting FDA Commissioner Sarah Brenner that the Trump administration's indiscriminate firing of 89 staffers in the division will make the job fruitless going forward and set back food safety in the country. Jones noted that 10 staffers review food for potentially unsafe ingredients. Other employees let go have highly technical expertise in nutrition, infant formula, and food safety response, like the investigating the 2023 lead poisoning cases in children that were ultimately linked to contaminated applesauce. Well, I'll tell you what, Jim Jones, you were supposed to know that the damn applesauce had the lead in the first place. You should have been testing all the applesauce, all the grits, all the hog maw. You supposed to be testing it anyway. So clearly, you want us to reward you for figuring out that you've been poisoning children later, instead of discovering when you poison them. Then you're not supposed to let them be poisoned. No, it's a good thing you fired. Choke behind out of here. It's like mediocrity, man. It's just like the expectation that you should be rewarded for being mediocre. I don't expect to be rewarded for being mediocre. I expect to reach limitations based on if I'm mediocre or not. Now, I expect to be rewarded when I do phenomenal things. And if I'm involved in a system that doesn't reward me for doing phenomenal things, then I disassociate from that system because you don't respect my value. But for Jim Jones to sit here and act like his value should be respected when we know they got all kind of crazy foods and chemicals in our food, for him to try and take the moral high ground. Let me show you his face again. Come here, little crazy looking face. I want you to see the face. I want you to see the face of this thing. No, that's not the face. Right here. Right here. For this thing right here to try and take the moral high ground when we all know it's chemicals in the food and in the water that's killing us. Literally. Bringing pain and destruction upon people. Nah, dog. I ain't with it. I don't feel sorry for you one bit. And you can't make me feel sorry for you. So, fired, resign, you're gone. I hope the doorknob slammed to hit you in a crack of the butt and you out of here. Because that's what needs to happen. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When you be reading these articles and you see them doing stuff like this, and somebody say, well, he made such and such resign. And he's the reason why he's the one that kept our food safe. You sit straight up in your chair and you say that again. Say it one more time. Let me make sure I heard you right there. I heard you right. What you say? Well, Jim Jones is the reason why our food was safe. Say that again. Jim Jones is the reason why. Now I want you to say it one more time. And I want you to listen to the words coming out your own mouth. Say it real slow. I'll say it with you. Jim Jones was the reason why our food was what? Safe. Do you realize what you're saying to me right now? Do you understand the words coming out of your mouth? You assuming that the food is safe after all the studies, after all the things that have been exposed about the food? Hell, you a vegan. You don't eat meat because you don't like the fact they got pollutants in the meat. And you trying to defend this man? Ain't you a vegan? Come on, man. Common sense ain't that much in common. Sometimes you just got to explain it to them. Explain it to them, man. And that's what we got to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting a little worked up here. I am. And I want to apologize to you for allowing myself to get worked up. In fact, let's just take a break. Let's go Mitch McConnell. I can't go Mitch McConnell. I'm 400 degrees like Juvenile up in here. It's hard for me to go Mitch McConnell because I'm 400. But anyway, let's look at the World Economic Forum face map. I like to look at the World Economic Forum face map. Let's see who on the map. Come on, James, get out of the way so everybody can see the face map. Look at that guy right there. He looks real familiar. His name is Keir Starmer right there on the left. We got the Prince in the middle, Prince Evil. We got Mark Zuckerberg on there. We got Angela Merkel. We got Ursula on there. We got Albert Bourla on there. We got Sadiq Khan. We got Xi Jinping. I mean, every bad guy's right here. Good Boris Johnson, London Breed, Gordon Brown. Like, this should be like the roadmap for people to fire. I'm sorry. If you work for, connected to, been friends with, been hanging out with, or ever was employed by or employed under these people, you should be fired. It's real simple. The World Economic Forum needs to be treated What is that? Why is he beating that dude up like that? The World Economic Forum needs to be treated like the virus that it is.
We want to ask Will to come over. I've just finished signing some executive orders, and if we could start with that, Will, you might want to come up here and just explain what we did.
What you just signed, Big Man?
Good afternoon, y'all. A short while ago, President Trump signed three items. The first is an executive order relating to the affordability and availability of in vitro fertilization and other fertility treatments. These are treatments that have become unaffordable for many Americans, or have been unaffordable for many Americans. And the executive order is a directive to the Domestic Policy Council to examine ways to make IVF and other fertility treatments more affordable for more Americans. The second item that we signed was a presidential memorandum imposing radical transparency requirements on government departments and agencies, in keeping with President Trump and the administration's broader commitment to governmental transparency. What this presidential memorandum would do is require, as waste, fraud, and abuse is uncovered, as programs are canceled, and ultimately as taxpayer dollars are saved, this presidential memorandum would require departments and agencies to make all of the details of that freely available to the public. Lastly, we have another executive order that President Trump signed relating to independent agencies. This executive order would establish important oversight functions in the Office of Management and Budget and its subsidiary office, OIRA, supervising independent agencies and many of their actions, and also reestablishes the longstanding norm that only the President or the Attorney General can speak for the United States when stating an opinion as to what the law is.
Wow.
That
incredible footage of a massive anti-Trump Musk rally that broke out in New York City. It's not really massive. And why is it at this altar? What altar is that they're under? Does anybody know what that is? What arch is that they decide they're going to be under? Here he is, the one and only Stephen Miller, going ham as usual.
You mentioned yesterday, and you mentioned again here, illegal immigrants who are getting child tax credits. Are you looking for that information in the IRS data?
Anytime a crime is committed, of course there should be an investigation. Is it your position that if somebody who is
Stephen,
here
are you looking for that
is stealing
information in the
taxpayer
IRS
dollars,
data?
the federal government will find every illegal alien who is stealing American taxpayer dollars, and that is what Americans expect to happen. I don't even fathom the premise of your question.
It's a simple question. Will you find that information in the IRS data and share that with law enforcement?
If IRS investigators find illegal aliens stealing taxpayer money, of course they'll be referred to ICE. Of course they'll be referred to Homeland Security investigations. Of course it will be. Surely your position is not that we should let illegal aliens steal taxpayer dollars. Again, you want to talk about something to be upset about, that's it. What do you think? The millions of illegal aliens who've also stolen Social Security. Illegal aliens en masse have fake Social Security numbers. They have fake identities. Those are felonies. Why should there be an entire class in this country that is immunized from criminal prosecution and arrest for committing felonies? Felony theft of taxpayer information, felony theft of Social Security, felony theft of identity. These are all crimes. And yes, they will be investigated. Yes, they will be prosecuted. And yes, illegal aliens will be deported. And you know what happens when those deportations occur?
Just very quickly,
is that Americans will get jobs, Americans will get benefits, Americans will get houses.
Stephen, if they got a credit, a child tax credit, and they will be referred, you're saying, to ICE for that, and you would expect deported for that? Is that the position of the administration?
That's crazy. It's a criminal. What is wrong with these people? They arrested people for PPP loan fraud. That was American citizens. You think an illegal alien should not get arrested?
Administration?
If it is found that a crime has been committed, they'll be referred. If it is justifies a prosecution, they'll be prosecuted. If it justifies a deportation, they will be deported. This will be based on existing IRS protocols and procedures for criminal investigation and fraud.
See, y'all need to stop talking to these people, man. Y'all talk too much. There ain't no need to talk about this, Stephen. Ain't no need to talk about this, Stephen.
The difference is that no one is given immunity anymore. No one is given permission to break the law anymore. Because this is not a country, this is not a sovereign territory. If illegal aliens can freely steal billions, with a B, billions of taxpayer dollars. And I would have to imagine that CNN, which is endlessly talked about the importance of democracy and the rule of law, would say that no class in this country should be above the law, least of all illegal aliens who've trespassed on our territory.
No, Stephen, I'm just asking, I wanted to get your position on some things. We're not taking a position here. We wanted to get some answers to some questions. There are so many questions that need to be answered.
It doesn't sound to me
Miller,
like you are, in fact, indifferent or unbiased on these questions, but thank you.
Stephen Miller, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
It's insane to me that, first of all, I'm going to say this. This whole disclosing to the media what you're doing needs to stop. I'm sorry. Stop talking to these people and justifying what you're doing. Stop it. If you had the nerve to leave your home country, travel 1,000, 500, 200, 6,000, 4,000 miles to come to the United States of America, then break in, then come into the nation, and then granted they gave you all the other stuff, and then get on Social Security and all the rest of this stuff, and welfare and all the rest of this, and you was here for, I don't know, let's say you're here for a year, and then they said, we coming in town and you need to leave, and you left? Okay, cool. You left out. You rolled out. It was a great move for you. Came here for 12 months, 24, 48 months. You left back with, in the case of most people, you should have left back with $200,000, right? But if we get to the point to where you in the Social Security system scamming, Medicare system scamming, the tax system getting tax refund checks, and you still crazy enough to have your behind here in America, I don't need to explain myself to no damn CNN. No. I'm going to show you CNN better than I can tell you. So I'm going to have you come along with me and watch me arrest these people. But we about to arrest these people. You can come on, get in the car with me, ride with me. And see, that's what needs to happen. See, smart Alex like this, like her, I would go to the studio, send the Secret Service, go get her. Go get her, y'all. Well, Mr. President, go get her from her house. I would take her out there with Tom Holman, and we'd be like, stand right here. I don't want to go. No, put this bulletproof vest on. Put the vest on. And you're going to go with us on this raid, because we want you to see what these men going through and what you're doing to them. And I would make them be on a raid with me. And they will be going in the door with the people when they raiding the house. While they sitting there talking about, we need to defend you, I would have them, all of them, would have to go with me for a month. Now, you ain't going to have the video. No. You don't get the benefit of having the video. I ain't letting you have your camera. No. You going on a raid. And then when we done, I'm going to send you back to CNN. You got a problem with it? No. You gonna go on these raids with us when we go find these missing children. Since you so flip-a-lip and you like to say all this fools, no, you going with us to find these abused missing children. Yeah. Do that to them people. Then see what the hell they got to say. In the meantime, stop explaining yourself to CNN and MSNBC and do the job we hired you to do. That's it. See, I be getting agitated. I'm done. Damn it, I'm done. Pissing me off again.